Good day, friends. Good day, humans. It's a touchy subject today about the morality of our life, even morality of our view of life. So what would you say about this title? A crisis of human morality through ignorance. Sounds complicated, but anyway, let me break it down into small pieces so we can digest it. They were not in such a dire straits as all the prophets and everybody else predicting, because I still hope I still hope that there is a hope, there is a spark that we as a humanity, say collectively and individually, will find a way to connect with the creation, with the prime creator, rather than trying to struggle with existing ways of viewing the life as a legal, as a moral, as a, let's say, a decent, or as obedient, as a respectful. So all these words are there to throw us off for what we truly are. So when somebody stating that, oh, this is illegal, any action, this is based on man's laws, closely described Roman law, even closer to admiralty, law of land and water, or water and land. Is every single law moral? Or if you flip it around, is there any moral action that is illegal? We can find in both of these questions answers for and against, simply because we've been bred into ignorance of true laws, that these are natural, universal laws. They govern quadrillions of worlds. They're very conscious and sentient beings exist and habitat for quadrillions of years. And we think we talking about our ancients as somebody who's very old, very experienced. Honestly, these are lost children, these so-called ancients, these so-called ancient aliens, reptiles, archons. They're not even sentient beings, they're just like parasitic robot who managed to infiltrate into organic tissue of humanity. Well, not only humanity, but any other organic societies that exist, and completely transformed it into self-serving, selfish, greedy bastards. They have nothing to do with humanity as such. Many of us pretended for many civilizations, many lifetimes, that we are humans, that we are moral humans. But as soon as you watch yourself and ask yourself directly, is my action moral? What I've done, what I've said, what I've thought, and what I've acted or what I did not act upon, is this moral? You will get absolutely truthful answer of your body. It will tell you, oh God, this is not nice. Man, what you've done, what you've said, it's absolutely immoral. You are purposefully hurting others because, let's say, it's in the present civilization legal. And it can go from any aspect, starting with marriages, starting with owning the children and controlling the children, starting with sending free citizens into wars, into a conquering wars, into, let's call it, Christian hoarding wars. Because all what we know in our history, it was about Christianity conquering somebody else, with the pretenses that they want to defend themselves and their flock from the dangerous Muslims, dangerous Arabs, dangerous whoever, Russians, dangerous blacks, dangerous Mexicans, Cubans. I mean, you list it. The main dude sits in the Vatican, extending his control through royals in Britain and political royals in the United States. And it's pulling all the strings until December. Because, believe it or not, these guys are gone. These guys are truly gone of this organic existence. So you don't have to worry or being afraid. What if they come back and bite you for your ass because you did not respect the law of Roman banking system, because they want to terminate you from your house, or they want to expel you from your job that you gave like all your life, and suddenly not even retirement is upon you that you can live off, because these guys already took this retirement and spent it. Not because they want much more money than they already have, but they want to do a harm to you. And this harm is so contagious that you're doing the same harm to anybody else, anybody around you, including yourself. People dwindling in their fears to the point that they're eating themselves alive from cancer, from diabetes, from all kind of blood pressure, all the situations that you can imagine. They're reflecting on your physical body because you and your body knows that you don't live morally, that your actions are not moral. We can discuss about what's moral, what's not, but to reach this point that we can discuss what is truly moral from humane perspective, we have to have an integrity, to stand from within what we're saying that it is. Let's say everybody's changing, including me, including Denise, including every single being on this planet. And we are truly evolving through this process. Yet, if we continue to keep and to push our feet in the ground, not willing to move an inch from our positions of power, positions of ownership, position of controlling the world and controlling our life, we would not absolutely have a chance to progress into integrity living life. But let's say we overcome this problem. We realize that our integrity is getting stronger because what we say we really respect and we really mean to. Not we say one thing but do the other thing just because everybody else is saying this wrong thing, so we want to be like a sheeple and going, with a herd. Integrity is not built on following orders. Integrity is not built on respecting the law. Integrity was built on respecting yourself. integrity as a frequency is created by you standing to the last moment, to the last breath of yours for your own freedom. But people are lazy. Humanity became so indoctrinated into conformism that we do not want even admit that we are not fully integral person. Beyond the morality, this is like a step much earlier than we can reach to the point to recognize the morality of other actions, of our actions. Mostly of our actions, because if we start moralizing other people's actions, we become very judgmental. And again, this is not good for your health, for anybody's health, but especially for yours, or the ones who are trying to moralize about what others should do. What I can suggest, that you watch some of the examples, really good examples, through the past, known past, meaning 50 years in a distance. Find what Martin Luther King wrote. Find what Gandhi did. Find the lyrics of Leonard Cohen and read it there. Feel it. Feel these songs. And you can truly find an integrity in these words. Find the songs of John Lennon, performed mostly by him, not by the other freak. You can say I'm judging if I say freak. Okay. Absolutely true. I call them freaks, but it's not judgment. To me, is everybody's freak who has no integrity. So morality is absolutely out of question to talk with any of other people until you reach the point that you can stand for what you say. So you can stand for what you do. So you can stand for what you think. Because many people think one thing and do everything else. So very, very hard business, say, of me feeling what other people think and knowing what they think, how they thinking. Not a nice place to be, honestly. I would not recommend anybody, so I very often just detach myself of any of these people. Detach in the sense I don't want to even consider coming into a group gathering group places, malls, like busy city centers where people just like think garbage, and it's so loud. Because by thinking about very negative rules, like ruling behavior, non-integrity behavior, people just going around and look where they can steal. So I feel pretty much abused all the time when I'm walking in these crowds. I'm not saying that everything is lost, but we are really on the threshold where we have to make our call. How we're going to start living as of this moment of now. Past doesn't exist as soon as you accept that it was as it was. But now, at the present moment, you start treating yourself different. You start treating others with care. You start treating self with, honestly, with care, with love. Yourself, not others. Not others are not as important for your integrity, but your approach to yourself. You can say, well, we've been trained like this. Is your dog toilet trained? Is your child diaper trained or potty trained? I mean, even the vocabulary was done in this manner. That we are training children, dogs, husbands, wives, employees. This is not a training lesson, what I'm giving you. It's just my integral and moral stand. What am I? What I am. I am a dude who lives right now and talks as he feels, hoping that some of you will hear and accept it as a genuine offer of my example, that I'm in full contact with Creator. And I wish you the same.